Alright, welcome back to another review. We're here with another game, Nier Automata, or Automata. I don't know how people say it, or how it really is said, or I think I can say it anyway. So I basically beat the game. Now, if you know about the game, there are multiple endings. I think there's one for every single letter in the alphabet. That's 26 endings. And I only got one of them, which I know kind of means that I didn't really beat the game, but not that I didn't like the game, but I don't really want to go back and play through to get the different endings and stuff. I'm not that kind of person. So let's start out with the story. I mean, the story's very just kind of thrown at you. I know there was a previous game that I don't know if that's connected or anything. I mean, it is called Nier, just Nier, which I think is connected. I'm not sure though. I don't have a lot of knowledge about that. The story is kind of you're just kind of thrown in it. You're in like this robot android world, and you're like an agent for this group that is protecting humanity or something, fighting against robots made by aliens. Now, quickly you determine that the aliens are long gone, and it's just the robots for themselves now. So that kind of confuses the whole mission. And I feel like there's this very psychological, like, are the robots evil? Are they not? Why am I doing this? And stuff like that in the game. It is very weird. It's a very weird story, but it's easy to follow. I mean, even though you're kind of thrown in it, it's pretty easy to follow. And the actual gameplay is mainly fighting. It's kind of this Bayonetta, like, Hyrule, like, Dynasty Warriors, kind of like slashy combat. There's like multiple enemies and you can target on them, but it's more about taking them out with your double swords, and there's a couple of customability options with the swords, like axes, spears, great swords, and long or regular swords. And you're kind of hacking, slashing through the enemies, but it's a little less just Dynasty Warriors. It's a little more Bayonetta, where it's targeted and like combos and stuff, but it's not like a combo meter kind of thing. It's very hard to explain, but it is a fun combat system. It keeps you moving. It's very flowing. You can switch it up, as I said, so it keeps you interested. If you want to like have a spear set, you have 2 different classes to swap it out. And then you also have your pod, which shoots bullets / missiles / lasers and probably other things that help you fight as you go. So you do have the main fighting system while you also shoot. And other than that, most of the gameplay is just kind of like running around, jumping, slight platforming-ish. And there's like side quests that require some like following, walking, just very simple stuff, but mainly it's fighting. And talking about side quests, there are a lot of side quests, and I think most of the game, not most of the game, but a lot of the game is the side quests, and if you don't do the side quests, you're kind of just missing out of a huge chunk of the game. I did like a majority, like half of the side quests, sort of, in the game, so I definitely missed out on a lot of stuff, but I just didn't feel like going. Some of them are a little annoying, not like too annoying, not like I don't want to do this, but kind of like, this is dragging on a little bit. You're kind of like following someone or protecting someone. Those kind of drag on a little bit. Some of the side quests, like the racing one, the fighting ones and stuff like that, are pretty interesting and varied. Overall, I think the side quests are worth it because you do get rewards, the XP from doing whatever the task is, and XP for finishing it. And they kind of engage you in this world, so I think it's definitely worth doing most of the side quests. And the main quest is kind of just always like, you'll always be near the main quest. The map isn't massive, but it is very beautiful. It's got a ton of different areas. You've got the main city, like that weird white city. You've got the forest, the Great Forest, the Forest Kingdom, the carnival place, whatever that is, amusement park, the desert. So it is a very interesting game, and you're always going around to these different places, so you're not stuck in this one location that gets boring. But the map's not too large that it's like dragging on to walk somewhere. You can kind of get places pretty easily, and you'll unlock more shortcuts to get there faster. Also, you'll unlock fast travel, which really helps. Overall, I think with the story, side missions, the movement of the game, I think it's a solid game. I definitely suggest playing it. I mean, it's on the Game Pass for Xbox, so if you have an Xbox and you've got Game Pass, and it's definitely one of the games to check out on there. If not, I think it's pretty cheap. I don't know though. Don't quote me, but I think it's like $20 or $30. Maybe that was a sale or something. But if you want to check it out, if you want to have a fun like combat system, even if you're not too invested in the story, I definitely think it's worth it just for the movement and the combat system. Oh, and the music. The music is like perfect. It perfectly fits while you're fighting or while you're exploring. When you enter a new area, all of these sounds of this orchestral choir music really gets you feeling about what you're doing or where you are. So yeah, overall, I think this game is a solid like 8 out of 10. Really the only reasons I would lower the rating is because of the side quests. There's some of them that are a little draggy on, but there's not too many, and you don't have to do them, so that's really not too bad of a reason. Also, maybe because I didn't play the first game, so I was kind of a little bit thrown into this story that I don't know if that's how it is supposed to be, or if I'm just stupid. Probably I'm stupid. And I think like sometimes the camera is like, there is a fixed camera at some points, and that's fine because it really like gets you into the emotion of the like scene. But other times there's a free camera, and like you'll lock on to somebody and the camera will kind of like be up your ass, and like I don't really like that. But it doesn't happen too often. It might just be because like you're running into a corner or something and you're locked onto a target that you shouldn't be locked onto. But yeah, that's why solid 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.